Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do knotless braids over locks. And I just washed my client's hair. It's thoroughly washed and conditioned in her roots, rinsed out really well, and I fully dried it for about 40 to 45 minutes under the dryer. So I started doing a few knotless braids right here just so you guys could see it before I get started. And my client does have shells in her hair, and I did braid around the shells, so it's okay if you or your client has jewelry in your hair, lock jewelry, you can always braid around it. So I'm going to be demonstrating these two sections for you. So I started off and I just oiled her scalp, and I just took 3 locks at a time. Now my client has very thick locks, so I just wanted to use 3 locks at a time, but it depends on how many locks you have in your hair, how thin they are, how thick they are, the amount that you want to use. But just make sure you don't use like real thin amounts because you don't want the locks to break. And right here I'm just starting off and I am doing a regular Loc Maintenance. So the 3 strands that I pulled out to do the knotless braids on, I'm taking each one of those strands and I'm adding some Lock and Twist gel, and I am doing Loc Maintenance in her roots and just clipping them away. And make sure, guys, you are getting your partings straight, because you don't want to just grab pieces and the parts is, you know, all crooked and stuff. Make sure your lock partings are really straight. Okay, so now I'm finished twisting the roots, and as you can see, I have 3 sections. I did not let go of the sections as I took the clip off, because you want to make sure the roots is still twisted and maintenance properly. So I'm just taking a few of my pre-stretched braiding hair pieces and I am adding them to the locks. So first you want to start off and braid the locks maybe like 2 to 3 times, and then you want to add your hair. Now, if you or your client has thick locks, you're going to have to use kind of a lot of braiding hair, because you want to be able to match the density of your locks and the thickness of your locks, especially when you braid past the lock. You want it to look even and uniform. So I don't know if you guys just saw what I did, but I showed you her lock, and I was just making sure the lock is tucked underneath the pre-stretched hair. And then as I was braiding down further, I felt that the hair was getting a little thin, so I added some more hair, just so again it could be a little thick and it can match her lock thickness as I braid down. Again, there's her lock. My clients, they always fall asleep in my chair. They say my hands are so soft and gentle. But yeah, so that was a lock, and I just tucked it underneath the hair. So basically that's just how you tuck the hair. Just like if somebody had a hair color, just regular hair, and they wanted their hair tucked under the braids, that's exactly what you'll be doing. So now we are coming close to the ends, and this is the part where you really want to make sure that the end of that lock is tucked tightly under the braid. And once you get it nice and secure and tucked under the braid, you can just braid down as usual. Now my client did tell me that she doesn't mind a little bit of her lock color peeking through, and that's what she wanted. This is our second time doing this style on her, the individuals. So I just made sure to leave a little bit of her locks peeking through the color. So this is the second demonstration, guys. So just watch, and I hope you take something from this. And guys, right there, you see how I just grabbed those 3 locks before I took it out the clip? Make sure you hold those locks in place so that your roots will not unravel. So I would like to say, if your locks are not in a good condition or they're too thin, I would not recommend you doing knotless braids over your locks. My client, we don't do this often. This is something that, you know, she gets done every once in a while just to change up her style and her look a little bit. But I do not recommend anybody doing this to their locks frequently, because it can damage the locks if you do them back to back or if you do them too frequently. The end goal is to grow out nice, healthy locks. You don't want them thin, you don't want them brittle and breaking off and snapping. So I don't suggest that you do this too often. Just every now and then. I think I do this on her hair maybe once a year or twice a year at the most, because this can you know, weigh on the locks a little bit, especially braiding around the locks with hair. It can thin the lock out, and you don't want to do that. But I am making sure I am very careful with how much tension I'm putting on her roots, how much hair I'm using, how I'm combing through the hair. Right here, as you can see, I'm combing through the hair, not her lock. So I'm a professional. I've been doing this for so many years, and I have a lot of clients, and I praise God for that. But I've been a professional loctician for a long time, so I know what I'm doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, please do not do this style, because I do not want your locks to be damaged in any way. I'm just showing you guys that every now and then you can do this once a year, my recommendation. And I'm just trying to show you how to properly do it. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, put them in the comment section below, and I will try my best to get back to you. And I also would like to say, ladies, love your locks. Love your locks. Love your hair. No matter what other people may say, no matter what the misconceptions are about locks, I myself am locked and I love my locks, and I wanted to lock sooner, but you know, listening to other people, caring about what other people said or think, it hindered me from my lock journey. But I absolutely love my locks, and I just want to encourage whoever it is that's watching this video that may have locks or may want locks, just learn to love your locks and the process that it goes through. It's truly beautiful. It's a beautiful journey, and do not let nobody deter you from locking your hair if that's what you want to do. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless.